Hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, I'm making sure my point is clear about yesterday's episode to some Raven fans. Look. Yesterday I came out with an episode. And I want to make sure I say sorry to everybody that I only came out with one episode yesterday. Family stuff came up. There was only one episode I could put out, right? Usually I know you guys are used to two. And yeah, but I can only put out one. So sorry about that. But moving forward. Yesterday, we talked about the highest rate of incompletions due to receiver error. And Warren Sharp made this list. Now, mind you, this is all numerics. It's numbers, right? He showed it, he put it up there, and then he put the percentages for every team going down. Okay? This is, I'm not talking anything. This is straight incompletions due to receiver error. And if for some people that didn't watch yesterday's episode, this is what I'm talking about right here. The 2023 season. I had some people getting mad about it and stuff like that. And I always want to address those things. Why? Because this is not a dictatorship. If I always say, put your comments in the comment section. We're going to talk. I believe I'm right. You believe you're right. So let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And that's what I base this on. Why? Because that's how we grow. That's how we do things. You know what I'm saying? So let me make sure that I hammer my point across even further. Because sometimes I know with the jokes and stuff like that can go over some people's heads. But nonetheless, here we are. Let me break this down for y'all. I had some people saying, why is Pittsburgh so low? For context, I'm not hating. I'm just addressing. Because context is always needed. The reason why Pittsburgh is so low on this list is because they had no quarterback. They were running the ball, throwing the ball 2 yards to the right, running the ball. They were horrible when it came to quarterback. Horrid. They couldn't do anything. You understand that? Like, they were so bad quarterbacking, that's part of the reason why the Steelers signed Tomlin to an extension. I want y'all to understand that. They were historically bad. That's why I have Tomlin over Harbaugh. I'm bringing everything full circle on this. Because everyone's saying, well, they don't have no losing records and stuff like that, right? He doesn't have no losing, but it's not like he's winning the Super Bowl. We're not winning the Super Bowl either. And we have a nuke at quarterback. We have a top 2 quarterback in the league. That's not debatable. The man's a 2-time MVP. You can get it out of there that, it was luck the first time. He done did it twice, and he almost did it unanimous twice, which makes it worse. Tomlin is still winning without a star running back, without a star quarterback in the hardest division in the league. And the best team in that division, which is us, he's our biggest Achilles heel. Because every time the Ravens go against them, our receivers forget how to catch, run, their assignments, linemen forget that they're 350 pounds, they can block, running back forget how to run, they forget that they're football players, and then it's left up to the quarterback to somehow win regardless of those facts. All right, but no problem. And I heard someone else say something with the Rams, right? I'm bringing everything full circle. I'm going to make a great point in this one to hammer that nail home. The Rams, right? The Rams, people forget that Stafford missed the first half of the season. They were using different quarterbacks. Cooper Kupp was out for most of the season, and Puka Nacua was a rookie. And even with all of that turmoil, and also being strapped for cash, they still ended up being one of the best offenses in the league. That's context. Now, I always hear this notion, because I'm telling you, I'm bringing everything full circle about the Lamar thing. And people wonder why I defend him. And when numbers like this come up, I say, look, it's easy. Let me break this down to an understanding where it cannot go over anybody's head, right? Because this argument I'm going to make, everybody should understand. Because nobody, I believe, watching this is rich. And if you are rich, please send a donation. But anyway, let's keep going. I've heard, regardless of what's going on, bad coaching, that's been prevalent. Lack of weapons, that's for sure been prevalent. Bad offensive line, no running backs, that there is no excuse for Lamar Jackson. And I've heard a lot of Raven fans, comments from Raven fans, that have said if he is who we think he is, he should still win despite everything that I just named. But you know what the Ravens are? Come explain this to you so you understand. Lamar Jackson is you. He's you. How many times have you went to work because you got to? You got to provide for your families. You got to earn an income to try to better yourself in this life, right? How many of you have went to work, had pride in your work, and say, you know what, I'm going to give this everything I got? Ended up being one of the best employees there. Your department is doing better because of your ideas, your thoughts, your hard work. And because of your hard work, right, management comes down and tells you, well, you're doing your job so well, so how about you do some of these other people's job that work with you? How many people have that happened to? When you're working hard and they put their work on your plate, and you're still expected to succeed. You're still expected to produce. I'm gonna go even further with this, because some people don't understand where I'm coming from. How many of you have ended up being employee of the month? Employee of the year. How many of you have actually even been told that we made more money because of you? Hey, I want everybody to give him a clap. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. He made the company more money. She made the company more money. Right? You ask for a raise, it's we made more money, but it's not really in the budget. I'll tell you what, we're going to do something at the end of the year for everybody. They give you a 50-cent raise. Your department that just made them a crap load more money. And they give everybody else that works with you a 25-cent raise. And you're saying, I did their work. So, the department looks good, doesn't it? That's all that's in the budget moving forward. You know we don't really give big raises. That's not the way we really do things. You got to be happy with what you got, man. See you on Monday bright and early. How many of you went through that in your daily lives? Please, enlighten me. Matter of fact, I'm going to wait for you to enlighten me. Still nothing? Still nothing? I'll give you a little more time. Still don't get it? Let me put it in for y'all to understand.
Guess who?
So, that don't sound familiar to y'all? That don't sound familiar? I'll even go a step further with this. How many times do the bad employees then actively say and take credit for your work? Everybody sees it's your work. Doesn't matter. Regardless, the company's going to make money. But they're making more money with you. You know they're making more money with you. You know things are running smoother with you. Everybody's saying, well, this is a team effort. We're all putting into this. How many of y'all has that happened to? Oh, no! Let God bring out the words, please. How many of you? Who does that sound like? And to make it worse, People that are going through this in their daily lives are looking at the Ravens and making excuses for the corporation. Make it make sense! You are looking at an employee who is Lamar Jackson. You're asking him to pick up the slack for the bad employees, the ones that don't carry their weight, the ones that don't do their job at a high level. And then, even if his department, which is the Baltimore Ravens, do not do well, he gets all of the blame. If they do well, he only gets part of the adulation. They say, this is a great department. You see how many people work here? It ain't done by yourself. And when he asks for, hey, look, man, doing all this paperwork's hard. Can we have a scanner? AKA a wide receiver. You know what it said? Hey. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the budget. It's like, but you showed us the budget. You made a crap load more money. Everyone else got a scanner. This is the way the world is now. Every office has a scanner. And you have people outside of the office and tell you, why you want to be like everybody else? We've been doing it without scanners forever. Type up those forms. Go slap. You see how I can relate things? Put things into daily living? That's why it's frustrating. Because what you go through in your daily life, you're expecting someone else to go through on their job. Because at the end of the day, this is a job for them. Regardless if you cheer for them or not, regardless if you believe in the team, that's what it is. The Ravens are looking at us and telling us, look, we don't do that. We just paid him a lot of money. Regardless of what we don't give him, we expect him to produce. And y'all should be cheering. Y'all gonna cheer. Y'all gonna like whatever I give you. Remember when you were younger, you were growing up, and you didn't have, like, these days it's different. Like, even with my child, I give her options sometimes. We're going to be down no options. He's like, it's dinner time. And then you would look at your plate, and you'd be like, what is this? Food. What am I supposed to do with it? Eat. That's it. Tell me I'm lying. And you better clean the plate. Now, mind you, I come from a Jamaican background, so 90% of the food was amazing. There was only 10% where I was like, ew. Because I don't do cow foot. I don't do pig foot. I don't do chicken feet. You see where my point's getting across? The Ravens have the ability and the opportunity to be better than what they are. We should want that. This notion that we are like, oh, well, that's not what the Ravens do. That's foolish. That's so foolish. That's a foolish mindset. It's like you have one mistake that can be rectified. You have the money to rectify it. You have the experience to rectify it. There's even people where you could have rectified it, and you say, no. We got lucky to get Lamar. This is what we've prayed for, right? Having a top-level quarterback. As a Raven fan, every single one of us is praying for this. But having a high-level quarterback, you have to have targets for them to give it to. Now, mind you, context, we're hoping Zay Flowers becomes that guy. We're hoping that Bateman breaks out this season. But to be fair, we're rooting for a team right now that will absolutely and actually hold their best players on a pitch count. We've seen it. Go ahead and tell me I'm lying about that. Name another team right now that has held multiple players on a pitch count. That's why I said I wanted the players to get paid. Because the one thing the Ravens do when they pay you, they want everything they can out there. They're trying to get their money's worth. You ever been to some of those places where you be like, why am I going to spend it? I'm just going to go to a buffet because I want to get my money's worth? Yeah. That's why I wanted to get paid. That's the context. And if you're going to sit there and say no, I got a couple names for you. J.K. Dobbins. What happened in the playoff game? For everyone that says it's just a regular season, what happened in that playoff game? Every single time he touched the ball, it was boom. And we're moving the ball. He's making play after play after play. You know what they did? They said, sit on the bench. They said, give me the ball on the goal line. You know what they did? They gave it to their backup quarterback to QB sneak it. Y'all remember that game? I hope it causes you heartache. Why? Because a lot of people have not learned from their mistakes. Got Dalvin Cook. Got him. Do we even use him? No. He wasn't a high player. We don't got to use him. We don't need him. Isaiah Likely has turned out to be an explosive player. On any other team outside of Kansas City and 49ers, he is undoubtedly the starter. And he is a all-pro, if not pro, or a Pro Bowler, at the very least. We can't even give him time on the field. And we can't even use him with our other tight end. We refuse to. I'll go even a step further. Keaton Mitchell. Remember when he broke out and everyone's like, oh my God, Lamar finally has a backmate that can big pause, that can make plays, that is explosive, that can make the defense play. The very next game, the Ravens made him touch the ball. How many times? I'll tell you, 3. You remember what the excuse was? That's just the way the game goes. Remember? Keaton Mitchell never even had a game where he touched the ball over 9 times. We seen it. Everybody watching seen it. Everybody was talking about this guy could be special. You know what the Ravens said? Bruh, if he keeps doing this, we're going to have to pay him. Put him on a pitch count. That's our problem. Forget even getting great players. We're not even using the players that we have. Don't y'all get that? That's a problem. Until they fix it, you're going to keep hearing from the WunderkindShow. And I'm going to give you backhand left side to the jaw. I hope you feel everyone. Right hand side, black hand side to the other side of your jaw. And I'm going to be double slapping you right hand side to the jaw until you understand where I'm coming from. We need change. I don't want to be good. Why be good when you could be great? Why be great if you could be legendary? And then complain about being only good at the end. Explain it to me. Make it make sense. Every quarterback in this league can lean on another player on the field. If that quarterback's having a bad game, they said, don't worry, this other player can pick up the slack. Every other top quarterback. Lamar's never had that. Never. Because in every playoff game, Mark Andrews has been hurt. That's more context for ya. You don't believe me? Look it down. Go ahead, look it down. Every single one. Name the other player you can lean on. That's a problem. And I'm sorry I feel the way I do, but I'm going to keep giving you facts. And the fact is, the Ravens have been dropping the ball. They've admitted to so. EDC has said he hasn't surrounded Lamar with proper talent. He has said that. They wasted an entire rookie contract and now complaining that they got to pay the QB. But I'm tripping. Hey, it's Nitro tripping. Let's just take the shots at Nitro. Mind you, I don't mind the shots. I like the comments. I go, but you know I got to respond, though. You know I got to respond. Y'all know I'm going to pop up.
Guess who?
But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me that there has to be a change? I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change will come. Oh, hopefully we will. Hopefully! I can't take it no more! But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? But as always, that's episode of The Wunderkind Show! for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You don't love the comments. If you have not done so already, check out the TheWunderkindShow's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. Also, guys, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Tell your friends and your family about The Wunderkind Show, please. It's Sunday. Tell God about us. I'll even take prayer. It helps. It does. Never overlook prayer. But we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're trying to do it the right way. Come on, guys. Hit like, subscribe. Let's go. But as always, next episode of The Wunderkind Show, this show is Nitro signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.